95%. According to a landmark study by researchers at MIT, 95% of corporate artificial intelligence projects designed to rapidly accelerate revenue and replace human labor have completely failed to deliver on their promises. We were sold a digital utopia. The pitch was simple. Fire your expensive, unpredictable human workforce, drop a chatbot or an algorithm into your corporate pipeline, and watch your profit margins explode. Is artificial intelligence actually taking your job? Or are CEOs using it as a digital smokescreen to hide a much darker financial reality? To understand the current disaster, we have to look at a financial timeline that begins long before the invention of ChatGPT. We have to go back to 2017, to the floor of a Tesla manufacturing plant. Elon Musk had a grand futuristic vision for the Model 3 production line. He called it the Alien Dreadnought, a factory so heavily automated that human involvement would be practically eliminated. It was the ultimate test of replacing flesh and blood with silicon and steel. The financial result was catastrophic. By pushing for absolute efficiency, Tesla inadvertently engineered the ultimate bottleneck. The robotic systems lacked human adaptability. If a single sensor failed, the entire production line halted. Machines designed to install front seats broke down multiple times a day. Software integration loops continuously failed. Between 2017 and 2019, this obsession with automation nearly dragged Tesla into bankruptcy. Musk later admitted they were mere weeks away from total collapse. So what saved the company? Humans. Tesla was forced to build a massive temporary tent in their parking lot, fill it with thousands of human workers, and manually assemble the cars. Musk famously tweeted an admission of his failure, stating, "Excessive automation at Tesla was a mistake. To be precise, my mistake. Humans are underrated." In 2023, as large language models dominated the news cycle, a new wave of CEOs decided it was time to automate the corporate workforce. One of the loudest voices was Sebastian Siemiatkowski, the CEO of the buy now pay later giant Klarna. Entranced by the promises of OpenAI, Klarna enacted massive hiring freezes and allowed its workforce to drop from 5,000 to roughly 2,000 employees. The CEO publicly boasted that their AI systems had successfully replaced the work of 700 customer service agents in a single month. Across the corporate world, others followed suit. IBM announced it was pausing hiring for thousands of roles, aiming to replace back office and HR staff with an AI system dubbed Ask HR. Duolingo let go of massive swaths of its contract translators. Fast food empires like McDonald's and Taco Bell began replacing minimum wage drive-through workers with automated voice agents. The stock prices surged. The initial balance sheets looked incredibly lean. But then, the system met the chaotic reality of the real world. The fundamental problem with replacing humans is what engineers call fragility. A human worker acts as a corporate shock absorber. If an HR policy requires nuance, a human can navigate it. If a customer mumbles their order, a human asks for clarification. AI does not have nuance. It executes orders blindly. At Taco Bell, an AI drive-through assistant went viral for flawlessly processing an order for 18,000 water cups. At McDonald's, the AI systems began hallucinating entirely new menu items, adding bacon to ice cream cones, and ringing up $250 tabs for chicken nuggets. The failure rate was so high that McDonald's was forced to quietly terminate its AI drive-through partnership entirely. But the damage in the corporate sector was even worse. Klarna soon realized that prioritizing massive cost-cutting over everything else resulted in a severe drop in service quality. IBM found that their digital HR bot completely crumbled when faced with complicated real-world employee issues. Today, data shows that over 30% of companies that ruthlessly fired their staff to implement AI are quietly reversing those decisions and scrambling to rehire for the exact same roles. While broken drive-thrus are embarrassing, the most dangerous backfire is happening deep inside the tech industry itself. Over the last 2 years, companies have aggressively slashed entry-level software engineering roles. The logic seemed sound. Why pay a 23-year-old junior developer when an AI can generate thousands of lines of boilerplate code in seconds? This short-sighted financial strategy has triggered what industry experts are now calling the junior death spiral. First, there is the immediate crisis of technical debt. AI does not truly engineer software. It clones and predicts it based on existing data. It lacks abstract architectural foresight. As a result, it generates mountains of messy, convoluted code. Yes, a developer using AI might finish a task 35% faster today, but studies show that AI-generated code is 4 times more expensive to maintain over the long term. According to code analysis firms, if we had to manually fix all the sloppy, automated code currently rotting inside corporate systems, it would take 61 billion workdays. The consequences of this blind automation reach their terrifying peak when we look at the medical field. As of early 2026, the FDA has authorized over 1,300 AI-enabled medical devices. These are tools designed to assist in scanning, diagnosing, and even guiding surgical instruments. But hospitals are discovering a grim reality. When AI hallucinates in a corporate office, you lose a client. When AI hallucinates in an operating room, you lose a life. Medical adverse event reporting systems have been flooded with terrifying new anomalies. We are seeing reports of AI imaging systems actively generating phantom structures, showing tumors or blockages on a scan that simply do not exist in the patient's actual body. In some of the most harrowing cases, AI navigation tools used in complex surgeries have misinformed doctors about the exact location of their instruments. This has led to catastrophic errors, including punctured skulls and severed arteries. This exposes the fatal flaw in the AI revolution, the accountability void. When a human doctor or a human programmer makes a mistake, there is a chain of accountability. They can be audited, they can be retrained, or they can be sued. Human liability forces a standard of care, but you cannot hold an algorithm accountable. When a black box AI makes a mistake, it makes it at the speed of light, with absolute confidence and no legal liability. So, if AI is hallucinating code, breaking drive-thrus, and failing to deliver on 95% of its corporate promises, why did the tech sector see hundreds of thousands of layoffs recently? Because for many of the world's largest companies, artificial intelligence is just a high-tech cover story for old-fashioned corporate greed. Economists call it AI washing. When a CEO stands in front of investors and announces they are laying off 10,000 American workers to lean into the AI revolution, the stock price jumps. The market rewards the illusion of futuristic efficiency. But if you look closely at the financial filings and visa applications, a different story emerges. Companies like Amazon and Microsoft have publicly attributed massive layoffs to AI restructuring. Yet, in the exact same financial quarters, these companies applied for and secured tens of thousands of H-1B visas to hire foreign workers. They are not replacing human intelligence with artificial intelligence. They are replacing expensive domestic human intelligence with cheaper offshore human intelligence, and using the hype of AI as a PR shield. Take the bankruptcy of Builder.ai, a company once valued at $1.5 billion. They promised investors a fully autonomous AI system that could build software apps without human intervention. But when the court documents leaked, the truth was exposed. The autonomous AI was actually just hundreds of underpaid human engineers sitting in offices in India, manually writing the code behind a digital curtain. The corporate world is slowly waking up from a multi-billion-dollar fever dream. We are entering the era of the Great Reversal. The companies that survive the next decade will not be the ones who successfully automated their entire workforce. The winners will be the companies that recognize human judgment, strategic intuition, and accountability are premium assets that cannot be replicated by a graphics processing unit. The market tried to sideline humanity, and it backfired. The illusion of the ghost in the machine is fading, and the companies that fired their shock absorbers are feeling every single bump in the road. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.